Alright then, guys. This is my very first commentary for the Lyoko, the new Abridged series that I have been working on for the last couple of months. This is my first one on episode 1. When I first started this, it wasn't that really good at all. I mean, you did have, well, the problem with that, it was the fact that, now it's not. Now the series is getting a lot of attention because now I have over 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube account. But up to starting it here and up to episode 10, it's been me doing voicing all the characters and all that other shit. Apologizing for the cursing, but I curse. And I know I shouldn't be doing that, especially in commentary tracks, but I curse, so I apologize. But yeah, it's been me doing the voices up to episode 10 of the Abridged series here, voicing all the characters and whatnot, and basically it just got to the point where I just couldn't do it anymore. I mean, I was originally going to cancel it after episode 10, and then that was it, because I just couldn't do it anymore. And then I started talking to a couple of my friends to see if they wanted to come, tag along with me for this trip and see if they wanted to help. So I talked to, basically, well, I really shouldn't say too much about this until we get into much further into this episode, but oh my god, I'll talk about that stuff in a sec, but oh my god, the affections here with Movie Maker were fucking terrible. They really, really were. They really were. And yep, as we see the computer turning on right here, and there's got some people. We have Jeremy and I lead a meeting, and we have a audio scene here, two audio scenes, two audio tracks, I should say, from Invader Zim, which, yes, I love Invader Zim, I love it with a passion, but I don't know why I put those two audio tracks in there. Anyway, we got this awesome theme song, which is Hawaii 5-0. Never saw the show, but I love the theme song to it. And I actually had used this theme song from here up to episode 10 of the Abridged series. Because episode 11 onward, the theme song has changed. So, yeah. Or should I say actually up to episode 9. Because episode 10 is when I used the theme song to the show. And as you just saw the title there, the first episode was titled Hell of a Day, episode 1. And oh my god, the affections was, and like I said, Movie Maker was fucking terrible. And that's the one tip I gotta give to you all. If you're gonna make it an Abridged series, I just have to say, do not use Movie Maker. If you have Final Cut or Adobe, go use those. Or Vegas or whatever that one's called, but go use those products as to making an Abridged show, because they help you a lot more than Movie Maker does. I'm actually fucking poor and I don't have the money to get those things. Anyway, we're coming up to Oregon odd meaning for each other for the first time. And this was me doing my horrible Italian voice of Odd right here, which I stopped voicing Odd, which I fucking hated doing Odd's voice. I really did. I really hated doing the Italian voice that I gave for him. Thankfully, there's all talking with subtitles, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But anyway, thankfully, I don't voice Odd anymore. My friend Isaiah, he voices Odd. In fact, he actually comes to voice Odd in episode 11, which so far he's done a really great job doing that. And I think the voice of Odd suits him way better than me could do it. And as you see right here, this is Jeremy and Ilita talking, and of course this is just actually no one's talking here. It's just some fucking music playing in the background. But yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what got into me. I guess was just effing lazy making this. And reusing the same shots over and over again. I don't know what happened here. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I don't vote. And as you noticed, and as I just said, for the first 10 episodes, I did the voices of all the characters, as I stated earlier. And that includes Jeremy. I did the voice of Jeremy as well. But then when we got to episode 10.5, the day of Jeremy Belfast, that's when my other friend, Colin Earl, who I work with, I asked him if he wanted to come tagging along. And at first, he said he sounded interested into it. He did. And he was like, yeah, sure. But originally he only wanted to do 2 or 3 episodes and then just leave. But then after when episode 10.5 came out, he was like very proud of what he did, and he was like, yeah, I'll stay and help you. And yeah, so right now, because of Colin and Isaiah helping me with this show's getting a lot more attention on my YouTube. And it's getting a lot more viewers. We even did our very first Abridged movie. So get a good watch on that movie whenever you get the chance. Okay, so what we just saw, Jeremy getting electrocuted by the vending machine. And basically, what happened was, for the fact that when this show originally came out, as you guys have noticed, I started this Abridged series with using the prequel, the 2-part special prequel, not the actual first episode. And well, the reason behind that is because when this show first came out, they did not start off with the prequel. This show didn't start off with the prequel, and that really kind of ruined it, kind of hurt and ruined it for Lyoko. Like, think of it as like Star Wars, for example, when George Lucas did the original trilogies first, and then he did the prequels much later on. Yeah, it's similar to that here with Lyoko. Like, they waited until like a couple years later to do the prequel instead of doing it first. And that's because they basically did exactly what George Lucas did. Right here. So, yeah. And basically what you're seeing here is Orc and Yumi having their little fight, and I actually took a music from Dragon Ball Z Kai, which is, in case if you all don't know what Dragon Ball Z Kai is, it's a short abridged version of Dragon Ball Z with filler being cut out. For those of you who have seen Dragon Ball Z Kai, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But, anyways, yeah, that's basically, I used Kenji Yamamoto's music that they originally used for Dragon Ball Z Kai before they fired him. And if you want to know why, go search it up. It's all over the internet. But I'll just say, just go search it up. All over the internet. It's all over the internet. What's wrong with him? Anyway,
he's a douchebag.
Apparently, nobody does the voice. I don't do the voice of Jim at all until later on in the episode in the show. And as you see right there, Ulrich just came back and he sees Odd fucking his horn, as he calls it. And we got some more music right here. Nobody's talking, just some music. And I was decided, and for some reason I thought it was a great idea to bring in the fucking Misery trailer music, or part of the Misery trailer music. and to play it right here. Which it's just a it ruins it. I apologize if you guys have been hearing me yawning for the last couple of times. I woke up today I just woke up around 2 hours ago, and I'm a little tired still. But as the days go by, I should be alright. Okay, so Jeremy just said, tell me if you can keep a secret, even though Ulrich doesn't talk. And speaking of which, why Ulrich does not talk is because I actually revamped this episode to answer that question in case if people would ask me, why doesn't Ulrich talk? Why does he talk with subtitles all of a sudden? Well, that's because basically the plan was, the idea was, someone had to sacrifice an animal dog,
go down to below
or any other animal that somebody had into the scanners to send them to Lyoko, and that would cost them to lose the voice for 5 episodes.
Happens to be trapped in there.
And they would get the voice back in episode 6, and so Ulrich chose that.
Who doesn't have
and so that was the original,
yet,
and so that was the plot for episode 1's
revamped
version.
Do you think you can do that?
That Ulrich lost his voice
on you,
after he put this job done, and then we'll shut
this piece of shit down once and for all, and we'll return to normal lives.
Oh, there he goes again. He's using the subtitles, which I fucking hated doing that. But yeah, in the episode 1 revamped, it shows why is Ulrich using the subtitles. And now, if you watch the revamped episode 1, it's on my channel right now. If you go and watch that one, then you know exactly.
Okay, I'm starting up this thing to launch the dog into this 3D world.
Hey, that's the he goes to sacrifice an animal. But instead of sacrificing Kiwi, he goes to sacrifice. Odd gets accidentally trapped into the scanners, and he's getting.
What kind of dog is that anyway?
And basically, yeah, that's what's going on right now. Now we have some pictures, scenes of being zoomed in, and all whatnot. Ah, fuck! What is with the app and the iPad? Anyway, Odd's first time on Lyoko, and again with the horrible slow motions and Movie Maker, which I stated before, do not use Movie Maker if you're gonna do something like this. The only reason why I'm using it is because I don't have the actual money to get, Dolby. I don't know why. I don't even know where to get Adobe, number one. And if any of you guys say, oh, how could this guy's so stupid, he doesn't know where to get Adobe, well, fuck you. If you guys think I'm stupid for not knowing, you can suck my ass for calling me stupid and not making me be clueless and not making me know. And yeah, then that's about it for the first episode. And you can see I just ripped off the Star Wars end credits. And yeah, that's what I did. The voices, I did all the voices. Nobody else did it. Colin and Isaiah, they don't come into the entire series until later on, around episode